Warning, this video contains spoilers for Avatar Aang The Last Airbender. If you have not seen the movie, I recommend you watch the movie before watching this video. Now, roll my intro. What's up, Idol Nation? Lord Hondoku is back with another movie review for you guys. And yesterday, I just got done watching Avatar Aang The Last Airbender, and the movie was really, really good. You guys may say otherwise, but I enjoyed it. It was a fun watch. Now, do I think this movie is peak cinema? But we're gonna talk about this right now. Starting off, the most important thing of every movie is the story. The story, the story was pretty much alright. I like the whole plot. Basically, Aang was still dealing with the thought that he's still the last Airbender, and that ever since the Fire Nation attacked all the air nomads after he ran away with him being with the pressure of him being the Avatar after Avatar Roku, it took a toll on Aang. And unfortunately, all the air nomads were wiped out. Now, Aang has a new problem to deal with the Denied, a group of non-benders who want to get the revenge on all other benders. And of course, during Aang's last mission, he got attacked by them. But luckily, he did manage to escape and reunited in Republic City with Katara. And of course, he even entered the Avatar state and had to talk with all the previous other Avatars about the Denied and an Avatar long lost. But unfortunately, none of them have an answer. But Aang did get an answer from one of the older lost avatars, and that if he needed the answers, he had to go to Mount Baihu to learn more about the lost avatar Sonan, who was of course an air nomad. And of course, Aang got the whole crew back together: Zuko, Sokka, and Toph, and of course Katara. And of course, Aang made his way to Mount Baihu, and this is where we get introduced to the villain of the movie, Taka, who's also an air nomad, just like Aang. And it turned out, as a villain, Taka truly, it was a good villain, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. He really was, considering everything he had to go through, and that he was the very first person to be gifted with airbending by Sonan. Not to mention, he literally had to watch his fellow air nomads get slaughtered by the Earth Kingdom, which of course ignited his hatred for the other elemental benders. But his true colors didn't get shown just yet. You know, he was a little skeptical with Zuko, Toph, and also Katara. And what I did like at first is the bond that Aang and Taka had, considering Taka showed Aang more about how to use his airbending better. And I did like that one other than Night members, I kind of forgot her name, but she was starting to have second thoughts about what they were doing while searching for Sonam's staff. And yeah. But then again, I also gotta say, Katara, she definitely was making sure that Aang made the right decisions, and considering that she almost that she did call out Aang for putting the rest of the team in danger during the Immortal Storm scene, and yeah, that scene was intense. Not to not to mention when Tagar finally revealed his true color to Team Avatar, he all ran the ones with them, and the fight scenes, those fight scenes in the entire movie were great. Hey, the whole 3v1 between was Katara, Zuko, and Sokka against Saga. That was really awesome. Not to mention when Saga finally got his hands on Sonan's staff and ran the ones with Aang. Yeah, I really did not want Aang to die. I got so scared when Aang when I thought Aang died. And and we finally did get to see Sonan's face, and when she had a conversation with Aang, and that he had to stop Takar and the denied from reaching Jarana on the world. Which of course, Aang did apologize to the rest of his friends for being too trusting with Takar, and they eventually did make their way to the world or the spirit realm, so they can and stop Takar. And let me tell you this, guys, that whole final battle was true cinema. And let's not forget the animation. Oh, the animation was just beautiful, 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 and I loved it. And once again, the one thing I also did love in the whole movie is that Sokka, he's still hilarious. Sokka is still hilarious because we still love Sokka. We love Sokka. And of course, don't forget the cabbage merchant. We can't forget about the hull. My cabbages. We can't forget about that. We can't forget about that. And in the end, Aang did manage to defeat Tagar, and Sonan's staff almost corrupted him like it did the Tagar. But then Aang finally saw that vision of all the other air nomads and his mentor or Monk Gyatso. And with that, Aang did the right thing. He destroyed Sonan's staff, and the denied were stripped of their airbending, and Tagar departed to the spirit realm, and everything was rebuilt. The air nomads' temple was rebuilt, and one of the members of the denied finally joined Aang. So yeah, the story was pretty decent. I did like it. But next, I gotta talk about the voice acting. The voice acting, it was a little lackluster, if I'm being honest. Like, the voice direction wasn't really that great. But then again, like, the actors, I know they did their best. I can tell you that. But I do think the voice direction should have been handled better, and yeah, the voice acting should have been and should have been better. Now the characters, everyone, they look great as adults. Aang, Katara, Toph, Zuko, and Sokka, everyone all look great. And the interactions were still there. I still love that romance between Aang and Katara, because I always shipped Aang and Katara. But I do wish Zuko, oh, like, he should have been utilized better. And especially Toph, but Toph, she was fine. It's Toph, what she was. She still proved to all of us that she is still the greatest Earthbender ever. She's to prove to all of us that she's still ill the greatest. And like I said, for Sokka, he's still hilarious, and yeah, he's still hilarious, and we love Sokka. What a tribe. So yeah, guys, Avatar Aang the Last Airbender was definitely a fun watch. Would I watch it again? I would. I would give that a watch again. And so, in my honest opinion, I'm giving Avatar Aang The Last Airbender a 7.9 out of 10. A 7.9. And it was good, but was it that great? Well, nah. But yeah, it was still good though. It was a fun watch. I give it that. So yeah, that's my no script review spoiler review of Avatar Aang The Last Airbender. Now I wanna hear from you guys. Did you enjoy Avatar Aang The Last Airbender? Let me know down below. What did you love about it and what did you hate about it? And as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you're all part of the Hondo Nation. And let me know what I should react to next. With that, this is Lord Hondoku, signing off. And I will be giving you all the Toy Story 5 review and the Spider-Man Brand New Day review. Be on the lookout for those movie reviews because I will be doing them. The Toy Story 5 review I will be doing next. So, stay tuned for that. See ya!